Hi everyone, my name is Laura Lemire, and today I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks that I learned through my time as a makeup artist. My first secret is if you don't have a even hairline, or if you have some bald spots and you want to cover them up, I love to use a contour palette. Okay, so I use a contour palette instead of shadows because, well, let's be real, shadows are really tiny and I don't want to waste that much product.
So you want to begin by grabbing your contour palette, or if you don't have one, you can use a matte bronzer or an eyeshadow palette. You take the color that best matches your hair and you use it with a small fluffy brush and begin at your hairline. I take it in small steps so that I don't make too many mistakes, but I followed around my natural hairline and also continue into any bald spots that I may have or any spots where you can see my scalp too much. This also works really well if you like to wear your hair back or up and you see too much scalp. If you make any mistakes, you can go back with a concealer brush and just straighten out that hairline. I just found a white hair.
Another trick that I want to share with you is something that I actually wasn't sure if I really wanted to share because it's kind of a secret of mine, and although a lot of people already know how to do this or do it for, I don't know, if you're on set and you wanted to give a model a lifted, like snatched look, is how to lift your face or give your eyes a lifted look.
First, you want to section off the top layer of your hair and fasten it with a hair clip. Next, you want to take about 1-inch sections of the hair that is closest to the ends of your eyebrows and create small, thin braids. You want to make sure these braids are not bulky so that you don't see them once you put the top layer down. You can also achieve this look by wearing your hair half up, half down, or in a high ponytail. Once the braids are done, you connect them with a clear plastic hairband in the back of your head. I will link them below. Make sure the braids are pulled tight into the band to create that lifted look. Now put down the top layer of hair. You can also use dry shampoo to create more volume to hide the braids. Now you have a lifted look.
The next trick that I want to share with you is one of my favorites, and I use this all the time, are shoe lifts. Okay, so shoe lifts help give yourself a little lift. And you use this in an enclosed shoe like a sneaker or a boot or anything that's enclosed, really. You want to probably use this with something that is more of a flatter shoe. So you don't want to use a shoe lift in like a 5-inch heel because then you're not going to be able to walk. Now, I love using this little secret especially when I'm wearing a dress, because I love the look of a midi dress with a sneaker. It's just like the most like casual look when you're still kind of looking put together but in a more comfortable way. But again, I don't like how personally my legs look.
As you can see, the shoe lift really gives my legs a more elongated look, and it also gives me height. I really appreciate the way that my legs look with it on.
So I love that trick. And you can get these, I actually purchased both of these on Amazon and they were totally worth it. I mean, this one looks so disgusting. You could tell that I use this like every day. The next trick that I have is something that you may know if you're in the fashion industry, but if you're not, you may not know this. There is something called fashion tape. This is a great product to have in your closet because it helps everything fit you better. Even if you want to wear something that's a little bit more low cut, but you don't want to be slipping out of it, this helps this.
I love using fashion tape on this shirt because it's one of my favorites, but it's a bit too large. So I place the fashion tape on the shoulder part of the shirt. Then I remove the pieces of paper and press the other adhesive part onto my shoulder. Now I can move my arm without it falling.
This also helps with keeping your skirt or dress in place so that it doesn't ride up. This also can help if you're wearing a thigh-high boot and it keeps on falling down. I love using fashion tape, or what I also call it is double sticky tape. My next trick is putting skincare in a fridge to help with inflammation or even preserving the product. Now, before I bought this beautiful mini fridge that I keep all my skincare in, I used to put my night cream that I absolutely loved in the freezer, but the freezer was almost a little too strong and it changed the consistency. So I love that this is basically made for skincare, but it's also like there was examples of putting, I think this holds 6 cans as well, which is pretty funny. 6 cans of like anything you want to drink. But I love having this in my room where I get ready because I have all my skincare. Now this is great, especially for eye cream. So if you happen to have puffy eyes and you already do use an eye cream, but you feel like you're still a little puffy, using something that's cool or cold really helps to calm down inflammation. And so especially my eye creams are in here. My gua sha tool, which I'll do another skincare video if you would like me to, on all my tools that I love to use, but my gua sha is in here as well. And this tool that I use on my face and you can also use on your body is really cold right now. So, oh my God, it feels like so good. This is also a great tool to calm down inflammation and sculpt. But now it's even better because it's cold. I also have other face masks in here. And I have some concealer palettes that I took out of my makeup kit that I work with because I bought a new one so that these don't get bad. I kept them in there. I also have some eye patches in here. I have a neck cream, another face cream. So again, I love using this. I love having this right by where I get ready and put on my skincare because it really makes a big difference. So my last tip that I want to share with you is something that is related to skincare treatment or skin treatment, but it's also really good for your well-being to make you feel better almost immediately. What I love to do if I ever feel stuffy or like I can't breathe, or if I just feel very tense, is I take my 3 fingers and press them on the sides of my nose. Of course, if you just got, a chemical peel, don't do this. If you just got a nose job, don't do this. If you've got any work in your face, please wait to do this. But besides for that, please join me. Press on the sides of your nose. Press down gently. Inhale. You can definitely feel a big difference in how you're breathing. And then I love to give my husband and myself mini facial massages that also help with this as well. And again, it doesn't just help with lymphatic drainage, but it also helps with puffiness, or again, if you have a headache or if you just feel tense or stressed. I mean, you must feel one of those. And you could just bring your fingertips, now I just use 2, around underneath your cheekbone. I like to stop halfway or midway and then continue. Now there's other tips and tricks that go along with that, but this is something that's immediate, even if you're working and you just need to breathe. You don't have time for a whole facial massage. This really helps. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that you guys learned a thing or two. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and also watch last week's video. I got good feedback on that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah.